Hey guys, this is iAMSpeedy back here with another video. This is more like a last minute video. Just today, as of April the 5th, on Sunday, I just got done watching WrestleMania. Right now, as of recording, it's 7:57, like 3 minutes close to 8 p.m. in California time. And I just want to give my reviews on WrestleMania 36, day 1 and day 2. So WrestleMania 36 was broadcasting, well, it was coming from the Performance Center, where so far they're broadcasting Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown and NXT there, and it's also pretty much the Performance Center there in Tampa, Florida. Originally it was going to be in the Tampa Bay area in Florida, WrestleMania 36 in a stadium, but due to the pandemic of the COVID-19, then it pretty much it didn't get canceled nor postponed, but they did it in a different way. But it's still canceled for the fans' attendance. So that pretty much within the past weeks, everyone's been criticizing WWE, like not wanting to postpone or not like take no for, well, the thing is that they can't take no for an answer, but they decided to do it in the Performance Center anyway. But anywho, I'm gonna give a short detailed on like the two sides, that what I liked and what I didn't like about WrestleMania. So let me get into what I didn't like. So here's the thing that I didn't like on WrestleMania 36. Like I mentioned, it could have been postponed. Everyone wished that it could have been postponed, because I mean, every sporting event in general, whether it's the NBA or the baseball league or anything that's like every year, every annual event, like it's right so far it's postponed. Even from sports, concerts, award shows, they all postpone their events, and until further notice, until we get a word from pretty much the government in general. But like I said, it's like WWE, more specifically, Vince McMahon doesn't want to take no for an answer. So that's the one thing that I did not like. So two, which is pretty much from WWE's corporate site and also their PR, their public relations, is that they do not mention about the COVID-19. I mean, after WrestleMania, when you guys just watched the commercials in WrestleMania of WrestleMania, they were like sponsoring like brands like Hyundai and other medical fields that are talking about the COVID-19 issue. But like WWE themselves is like, they only reference to like, oh, this circumstances or this pandemic, but not like the actual COVID-19 or coronavirus. Like we already know what's going on. I know what's going on. Everyone knows what's going on. So it's no secret why they don't mention the term. I guess they're trying to make it PG, but Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, all which on their social medias, they pretty much mentioned COVID-19. So that's the second thing. Three, it was reported by multiple sources that WrestleMania was actually taped just days ago, like last week. And not only it was taped, but it was edited. So outside of this topic, this YouTube topic, I was just looking at like news that AEW has just recently tipped majority of its wrestling shows for the Dynamites, like the future Dynamite shows every Wednesday. So they're pretty much done. They even taped the TNT Championship tournament. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I think in wrestling now, it's now taking really action of from the CDC and the government itself. 4, with the new regulations from the CDC and the government, like wrestlers can't and it's impossible to stay home, and more importantly to wrestle. I mean, because between the CDC and the government said that everyone has to show social distance, so in public, outside, or whether even if you're at work, you're supposed to keep like a 6 feet distance from another person. I don't know if the WWE is checking on the wrestler's temperature. I know they're still doing the wellness policy. Like it's always all the time, every week or so, the wellness policy. But like, wanted to do a temperature check to see if they're able to perform or not. That's something I don't know, and I feel like they should have done that. I mean, where I work, where I'm not gonna talk about where I work, but in my workplace, when we get inside, if we get inside, we have to go to a line where they check our temperatures in our forehead, and if we're over 100 or 104, then that means we cannot work for 72 hours. In other words, 3 days. So, I mean, I've been going to work lately, and nothing wrong with me. I'm still good, able to work. 5, wrestlers will not legit have like a special moments. For example, Drew McIntyre, because he just won. He won the Royal Rumble. He's gaining that push for so long. Especially if you guys just watched his WWE Chronicle episode of Drew McIntyre. I mean, how far he came from, like, even especially being let go in 2014, and how he was not feeling himself, but also WWE just decided to let him go. But he was able to build his character and more, especially going to promotions. He was the Impact Wrestling champion. He's pretty much following other people's doors that were let go, and now they're back, and now they're getting that push. For example, Jinder Mahal. The list goes on to the people who were let go, and now they came back, and now they're getting that big push and ended up being champions or having that specific position or title. No attendees, no celebration, or having his family on his side, because I mean, there's a rule that we can't have like 10 people or more in a building. So unless you're at a workplace, but so that's the fifth reason why I did not like WrestleMania. Day 6, day 1 of WrestleMania was less excitement, except for the title ladder match, the tag team title ladder match. Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins with 2 matches last minute. Well, it was just a singles match, but ended up with a second match. So you pretty much know that. I'm not going to spoil anything on that. So, and the Boneyard match, that was the one that I liked. So I'm gonna get into that Boneyard match and the other part. I feel like right now, after watching Drew McIntyre's match against Brock Lesnar, I feel like the title match could have gone longer, but it ended up around between the 4 to 6 minutes match. 7, and I say last, I'm actually reading this off of my notes just to keep myself organized, but seventh, so last, the fans like heating at WWE for saying that both shows will suck and it'll be lame. The show 17, like, I mean, the fans criticized the WWE, which I could understand in a way, like why couldn't they postpone it, but to say things like it's okay to say, okay, why WWE postponed this. I mean, it doesn't hurt to postpone a big event like that. Okay, but if fans are gonna criticize for something that they haven't even watched yet, it's like criticizing a WWE 2K game, like WWE 2K 2020, 2021, 2022, like criticizing before the game releases. Like why criticize early? Like, you haven't even played it or watched it. Just wait till you play the game. You then you could give your good or bad review on it. Just like right now in this WrestleMania before WrestleMania started, like they criticized, and the pay-per-view hasn't even started yet, not knowing what details other than the match cards. So it's best to actually view the show, which I did, and now doing this video and give a good and or bad review on the WrestleMania show. So that covers like 7 things that what I did not like about WrestleMania. But what I did like about WrestleMania was only a few things that I liked. Was that number 1 is that WWE like is giving us a bit of entertainment to forget about the whole COVID-19 and this pandemic issue for at least 3 to 4 hours, and in reality in general. So it's taking our minds off from the coronavirus and the outside world in general, whether you have school to deal with, especially that's all virtually online, or if you have to go to work the next day, or you just came from work and you need a little bit of something, or there's nothing going on other than Disney Plus releasing Onward or things like that, or there's no other sports to watch because all sports are canceled. So at least give WWE credit to that. 2, pretty much the Undertaker and AJ Styles Boneyard match was a good cinematic match. It's a little bit similar to as the Ultimate Deletion from the Hardy Boys' match from Impact Wrestling. I think it was 2015 or 2016 that the Hardys did like a Ultimate Deletion match, like like a cinematic type. That brought back to a little bit of that, the whole filming segment, but match wise, not so much. 3, from day 2, which is today, the NXT Women's Championship, the Last Man Standing, and the Firefly Funhouse were great. I mean, the Firefly Funhouse was not even like a match in a way, but it's more like a comedy, semi-horror, semi-confusion, and throwback segment. And just 1% of wrestling, just 1%. But 99 of it, it's just, it's comedy. There's a little bit of horror, there's a little bit of confusion, and throwback to the point where like even Titus O'Neil's like, I don't know. I don't know what I just watched. Like, just like us, we didn't know what just happened, but they pretty much pulled it off. It's pretty much as the highlight for day 2 for Bray Wyatt and John Cena's on Firefly Funhouse. And 4, day 2 was better than day 1. Not gonna lie. So to sum it all up, I give this day 1 and day 2 of WrestleMania in a C- grade level. A lot of things that I did not like about WrestleMania, but a little few things I could give credit to WrestleMania. Again, like give WWE a small good credit that they were able to pull something a little bit off to get off our minds from this issue. I'm sorry to bring you guys this issue, but it's no secret what we're talking. Like, we all know what's going on. But at the end, I mean, we still have to remain safe and obviously keep doing what we're doing essentially. And let me give you guys this look. So this is my look at you guys, like, to you guys that were like criticizing WrestleMania before watching it, and next end up watching it just because of your friends are watching it, or you seen tweets, or you seen memes and all that. So that's the thing, like, about me. I may not catch up with WWE, but if someone has a special little place in me, only because now not only that I pretty much grew up watching WWE, but just like Brock Lesnar said, but if you can't, Brock Lesnar said on ESPN in like 4 years ago, if you could just sit and watch Monday Night Raw or whatever show, it's giving you a little bit of entertainment to forget about whatever's going on. And if you're not fully entertained, then there's something wrong with you. So, anywho, I just hope next year's WrestleMania in the LA area is good, better, and safer until this thing gets like fully controlled. Who knows when we're all going back to like actual normal lives, but who knows? But I just hope next year's WrestleMania doesn't like go much into disaster and there's no issues. You guys, please don't ask me if I'm going to WrestleMania. I could give you guys I could tell you guys this. If I'm going to WrestleMania next year, yes or no, yes, no. Just wait and see. If I'm there, I'm there. Just like I tell everyone whenever I attend to meet and greets or people who comment on my YouTube videos before, like if I'm going to this, I'm getting this or that. Just wait and see. If I'm there, I'm there. But if I'm not there, then I wasn't there. So anywho, shout out to a little bit of WWE for pulling this off. Shout out to The Weeknd, artist who allowed WWE's permission to use the song Blinding Lights. It's out everywhere on iTunes, Spotify, and also from his new album After Hours. So check his album out if you guys like The Weeknd. And that's about it, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. Shout out to the people who watch WrestleMania and trying to get things like trying to be entertained in a way, being at home. And please, guys, try to remain safe as possible. Try to stay home as much as possible when you have the day off. Go out when you actually need to go out, for example, work or getting things essentially, like going to the bank or buy groceries. But other than that, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, iAMSpeedy, and tap the bell for notifications. So once you subscribe to my channel and tap the bell for notifications, you won't miss the video. You'll be the first to watch it. And thank you for watching.